part of the reputation of the Druze was that they're very loyal to wherever they are, partially to protect their life and community and land. And if the Druze in Israel who serve in the IDF and are IDF officers and are very proud Israeli Zionists are a part of the formation, the structure of the state of Israel. That was also the case in Lebanon, and therefore also with supporting Pan-Arabism and the PLO. And in many ways in Syria, although the dynamics there, as we discussed, were a little different
Yeah.
because Syria was ruled by a minority government, which made it easier for either minorities to work together and for the Druze to have relative more power because they were another minority in a formation rather than a small minority. And there were only about 300,000 Druze in Lebanon in the midst of a much larger sea of sects. And in that sense, an Arab Sunni majority of the time.
Um, so you mentioned something that's interesting to me. You said loyalty to where they are, and you also mentioned Zionism. As I was preparing for my conversation with you, I came across something that was really interesting to me, and that is Druze Zionist movement. What is this about? When did this start?
I think it started very early on, while the Druze realized that the Zionists are winning. And as a part of that, they realized that there's going to be a new guardian and a master to the land. And they had pledged allegiance very early on.
You mean this is early on after 1948, but or
Correct.
before 19? Okay. Yeah.
And some of that had happened before 1948.
Hmm.
Some of the relationship between Druze and Jews. But the Druze are actually very proud. Unlike the Arabs, the Druze serve in the Israeli IDF. The Arabs do not. The Druze have paid a very heavy price, and because of their being soldiers, and of course, some of them have lost their lives, and that means that they're very much a part of the Israeli culture. In the
Bet,
day of
yeah.
remembrance for soldiers, which is a very sober, solemn day in Israel, the Druze are very much a part of the Jewish community that is commemorating their victims and their fallen one.